Hi, I'm Kian, and today I want to show you how to use the ratio test to find if a series converges or diverges. So we have the series from n equals 1 to infinity of n to the power of n over n factorial. I want to find if it converges or diverges. So first of all, in our process for using ratio tests, we should find the absolute value. First of all, let's call this expression, I can make a box. Let's call this expression n to the n over n factorial a sub n, like a sequence called a sub n. Now, what in the ratio test, if we should find the product of a sub n plus 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of a sub n. Now, first step is to find a sub n plus 1. A sub n plus 1 is to add 1 to each part of the expression. So in this case, in numerator, we have n plus 1 to the power of n plus 1. And the denominator, we should add the 1 inside the factorial, so we get n plus 1 factorial. And now, like the different color, we should multiply it by the reciprocal of a sub n, which is just n factorial over n to the power of n. So how do we simplify this? So it is very easy. First of all, I want to split up this expression as n plus 1 to the power of n multiplied by n plus 1. And I'm going to use a different color. And I can write n plus 1 times n plus 1 factorial as n factorial times n plus 1. So I can have a nice cancellation, these n plus 1s and these n factorials. And what I have left is just the expression n plus 1 to the power of n all over n to the power of n. And if you look at both expressions have a power of n, so you can write this expression as n plus 1 and then over n and then all to the power of n. This is the same thing. Now my final step is to take the limit. So I have to take the limit of this expression that I found. So for my final expression step, I should take the limit as n approaches infinity of n plus 1 over n all to the power of n. So first of all, I can split the fractions. So I can write it as 1 plus 1 over n, and all of them to the power of n. Now, there's a very famous limit that I will make a video for the proof that states that the limit as n goes or approaches infinity of 1 plus a over n to the power of b times n is just equal to e, number e, the Euler number, to the power of a multiplied by b. So we can see that this is the same thing. In this case, in this case, if you pay attention, you have the limit as n approaches infinity and 1 plus 1 over n. And we can see that in this case, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1. So this expression goes to e to the power of 1, which is equal to e. But we know that e is greater than 1. And in when using the ratio test, if the limit of that expression that we found is less than 1, we can conclude that it converges. If the limit is greater than 1, it diverges. And if it equal to 1, is inconclusive. That means we cannot use ratio test. In this case, e is greater than 1. So we can conclude that the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of n to the power of n over n factorial diverges by the ratio test. By the ratio test. And we are done. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned.